Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and we're back with another banger Raid Shadow Legends video. Today, I got a good one for you guys. We're going to be getting into the new free-to-play champion, and one of my personal favorite free-to-play champions that they've ever released, Alice the Wanderer. I love Alice in Wonderland. I grew up on the Mad Hatter and just Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and all those weird Wizard of Oz type fantasy type shows. Man, this is so cool. I'm so excited to bring you guys this champion showcase today on the free-to-play account. I think that Alice is definitely going to be beneficial. And my free-to-play account is right up the alley of where most people are in their free-to-play accounts. So if you're a free-to-play player, or even just a very low-spend player, or a very early game player, maybe early to mid-game player, this showcase is probably you guys are probably gonna relate to this the most, okay? So yes, we are on the free-to-play account today, and I will headline this by saying how long I am in the game on this particular account. We are on day 205. We're on day 205. So we're on day 205. Our Great Hall isn't really that leveled up yet. Thankfully, I did level up some of the magic affinity bonuses. In fact, I would put crit damage on there. I would wait for clan versus clan to put it on there normally. But for the purposes of this video, I will level up the crit damage for my magic affinity champions today. So that is where my Great Hall is. Your Great Hall might be worse off, or it might be better off. I don't know. It's just where you are in your account, right? And I'm in Gold 1. I farm Gold 1 Arena. So I am fairly early game. And you know what? This is going to be a great champion. This is my first legendary nuker on the account. So I do have the Loki. I do have the Ninja. I was lucky enough to pull a White Queen Ancora as my first legendary from a shard. And I was also lucky enough to pull Drexstar. But we're talking about Alice the Wanderer here today. We're not talking about all the other legendaries on the account. This is going to be a great addition for an early game player with, I would say, less than 10 legendaries on your account. Maybe even less than 15 legendaries. This is going to be an absolute banger of a champion. Look at what the ratings everyone's giving her already. They're giving her fairly generous ratings in every area of the game. And I'm very excited about this champion just off the 2 arena battles I just did with her. With this gear set on right now, I am going to show you guys a fantastic gear set that you can farm fairly easily, fairly quickly. All you have to do is build a Fire Knight 20 team. If you can't build a Fire Knight 20 team, then you're not going to be able to farm this gear, unfortunately. You'll have to work towards building a Fire Knight 20 team that can actually farm the dungeon, and you'll be able to get this gear set, okay? You'll be able to get this savage gear that we're going to be putting on Alice the Wanderer today. So who is she? Alice the Wanderer is a Sacred Order attack-based nuker. That is exactly what she is, with the ability to debuff your opponents in the form of turn meter decrease and or cooldown decrease. So she can actually lock your opponents out. So she's a very unique legendary champion with a very cool rabbit on her back, I might add. I'm not exactly sure who that is because I didn't really follow the Alice in Wonderland lore quite as much as I probably should have to be able to bring you guys the history of Alice in Wonderland today. But I will tell you, just by looking at this champion, that she definitely is authentic in the way that they've designed this champion. 10 out of 10 on the design. She's looking awesome with the big sword. Kind of interesting that they would put her in the Sacred Order faction. I thought maybe she would be better served in the Sylvan Watchers faction, or maybe even the Knights Revenant faction, along with the Mad Hatter and the Queen of Hearts and all that. But again, that is not my place. She got put in a faction that has a lot of great champions. So when you pair her up with, she could run with just about anybody in that faction for faction wars, and yeah, she'll be able to be your Faction Wars damage dealer. She'll be primarily being used in Arena today, although I'm sure, as it states there in the reviews, that she could be put in just about every area of the game. Normally, a damage dealer that can clear waves and lock opponents out all in one kit is probably going to be a busted champion. I mean, unless you're a whale, this is probably going to be a very strong champion on your account, no matter what stage you're at in the game, unless you're like super endgame and you have very specific teams already that can do just about everything. She brings a very unique skill to the table in the fact that on her A2 here, she can actually decrease the cooldowns of all enemy skills by 2 turns. And if this is fully booked, which it's not because I just got her and it's a free-to-play account. If you have a free-to-play account and your name is not Boozer, you probably don't have any extra legendary books to just be throwing around on your champions. So yeah, she's not booked. But even unbooked, 75% chance of decreasing the cooldowns of all enemy skills by 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. This Clockwork Cyclone ability also has a 75% chance of decreasing each target's turn meter by 15%. If at least one of a target's skills has its cooldowns increased to max, decreases their turn meter by 30% instead. So this is just a wicked skill. Like, it's actually just like busted. You know, I think there's actually more to it if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there is. TikTok, the passive, at the very bottom here, resets the cooldown of one of this champion's skills each time they kill an enemy. Occurs once per skill. This is on a 3-turn cooldown. I'm not sure if the active effect is on a 3-turn cooldown, or the passive effect, or if they're both on a 3-turn cooldown. This can't be booked, so this is the best you're ever going to get from it. The passive effect is whenever this champion attacks, inflicts 3% more damage to each target for each turn remaining on all of their skills cooldowns. The bonus damage is counted individually for each target. So essentially, you know, this could, you know, deal an extra 10 or 15% damage. It's not bad, and I'm pretty sure the active effect is what is on a 3-turn cooldown, because the passive effect just has absolutely there's no way that could ever be on a cooldown. So yeah, this is definitely on cooldown. So you'll reset one of your skills whenever you kill an enemy, but then it goes on cooldown for 3 turns. But it's actually a good trade. I mean, it's 2 passives in one, so you're getting a decent passive out of her. She also has a 30% attack aura in battle, and we will be getting that 5-star blessing for absolutely free. If you continue to log in and collect those from the Alice Chase, you know, you'll get that extra 30% crit damage because she is a legendary champion. All that extra attack, all that extra HP defense, accuracy and resistance. 75 accuracy and 75 resistance from the blessing, from a 6-star blessing, or sorry, a 5-star blessing. Is absolutely going to be, it's crucial on this type of a champion who absolutely needs accuracy to function fully. But if you're early game like me and you kind of have to just do one or the other, well, you can do one or the other, but I would suggest attack. Make her build for damage and you will not be disappointed. 3400 attack, not the best. 186 speed, it's there, but it's not quite. I'd like to raise that speed up a bit as well. 100% crit rate, so we did make that 100%, which is, you know, what she needs as a nuker. 100% crit rate is absolutely awesome. And then 200% crit damage, 207% crit damage if you want to get technical, but the kicker is she has Savage Gear on. I have managed to put her in a Savage Gear set. I am in the Fire Knight farming Savage Gear every time there is a dragon, or sorry, every time there is a regeneration gear or a Savage Gear 2x or 3x event. I am in the freaking dungeon farming it nonstop, and this is the fruits of my labor. So here we go. We got a weapon with crit rate and crit damage. The other 2 stats that you're going to want to see is attack percent, accuracy, and speed, and in no particular order. because you're never going to have all the stats on at once, right? But all those stats are good to have. But you're going to want that crit rate, that speed. There we go on the helmet. Crit rate, speed, accuracy on the shield. 6 stars is better than 5, obviously, as well. And then those, those crit damage gloves, those can be ascended. I don't have anything to ascend them with yet, but you can get crit rate, extra crit damage on the gloves. And we have her in feral gloves, so she's actually going to get 40 accuracy just from that one pair of feral gloves, 80% crit damage and 13% crit rate. Not a bad pair of feral gloves to start off with. And then I did just pick this up not too long ago, actually. This reflex chest with double roll of crit rate and 6 star. So it's not bad. 18% crit rate and 60% attack on the chest. And then these awesome boots that I just got, and I just rolled them up today. Savage speed boots, 6 star, legendary speed boots with a double roll of crit rate. So 20% crit rate on these boots. And we're working with a 6 star Sacred Order crit damage amulet, which you can actually get more crit damage by ascending. You can get an additional 12% crit damage on those just by ascending them to max. A 6 star and with accuracy as well, which is very nice. I would change that to a pinpoint if I could. Potentially put pinpoint on this champion, which would make her even better. But yeah, I don't have any pinpoint. I haven't been farming the pinpoint dungeon yet, so I can't say that. I don't even know if I could do it. We'll have to try. I don't know. I haven't even tried it yet. Because it hasn't been on since I started this account. So, yeah. So, and then counterattack accessories I think will be good on her as well. Because she does have a decent A1. Vorpal's Sword attacks one enemy 2 times. Places an extra hit if the target has any active skills on cooldown, so it could essentially be a 3-hitter, and this will be really good in Fire Knight. This will be really good anywhere, really, and then has a 100% chance when booked of decreasing the duration of a random buff on the target by 1 turn. So, not bad, I guess. It's just a little added bonus, but the A1 does actually hit quite hard in and of itself, so that's good enough, I think, in and of itself. And then the Queen Slayer on a 4-turn cooldown. It's a single target nuke. Attacks one enemy, will ignore 20% of the target's defense. Will ignore 45% of the target's defense with Savage gear on. And then if the initial target is killed, also attacks the enemy with the lowest HP, will ignore 20% of the target's defense. And that can be booked to a 3-turn cooldown, and you can get extra damage on that as well. So all in all here, I think for a blessing here, for a 6-star blessing on this champion, we're probably going to be looking at Crushing Rend. Crushing Rend to get that extra speed, resistance, blah, 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 crit damage, and also ignoring an extra bit of defense on each hit. However, if it was just a 5-star blessing, we might want to go with Phantom Touch. Yeah, just to get that extra damage. Or we could maybe go with something like Polymorph or Brimstone if she's being used in PvE. Brimstone might be a good thing for her. Potentially, or maybe even Cruelty. But yeah, those are just some ideas for when you get your blessing with her. And then for the Masteries, well, these are fairly simple nuker Masteries that I've went with here. I've opted for the extra accuracy, and then accuracy. So this charge focus is actually going to be pretty decent. Extra accuracy when this champion has no skills on cooldown. So it's going to be very good to run her A2 in Arena first. And then, yeah, I've just kind of went all the way down this. Well, actually, we'll show this whole side here. I went Swarm Smiter for extra accuracy into Evil Eye, since she's already going to be decreasing the target's turn meter by 15% to start the battle off anyways. Well, maybe make it 20 now, which is really good. Evil Eye is going to be awesome with Alice. And then Sniper. So I'm not sure if Sniper actually works the way I'm thinking it works with her. Is that like it increases the chance of placing a debuff from skills by 5%. I'm not sure if decreasing the duration of an enemy buff is a debuff, is considered a debuff, or decreasing their turn meter is considered a debuff. But in the case of Sniper, I'm hoping it is, because I really had nothing else better. You know, I could have went Lore of Steel and gotten, you know, an extra 2 accuracy from Lore of Steel, but oh, actually, no, never mind. I could have went Master Hexer, I guess, but then what are we actually getting out of that? Nothing. So there you go. I think Sniper's the only way to go over there on that side of the tree, and then I went down the offensive tree for crit rate. We got crit rate there. Shield Breaker. This is just your standard arena nuking build. Ruthless Ambush. Crit damage, all the way into Helm Smasher. I think it's just important to get Helm Smasher with this champion. So we have the potential to ignore, with the Savage Gear and the Helm Smasher, 50% of enemy defense. And then with that A3, we could potentially ignore 70% of enemy defense with that skill, and 50% without that skill. So, yeah, this champion is looking better and better by the moment. So, yeah, this is great. She's going to be great. You see the total stats here. Show you guys one more time. If you guys want to snapshot this, we'll snapshot this pretty face. Subscribe to the channel while you're at it. No, I'm just kidding. And I will bring her into Arena and we will get busy farming those medals. I definitely think she will be best in Arena for that lockout potential plus the initial nuke, and we'll just start going and farming. I already have a team comp set up with her. There's actually a couple different team comps that we could use, and I will use. Just give me one more moment here to create a second team. So we could go like speed lead, lockout, double nuke. Your Deacon for the speed lead, and then your Loki for the lockout, Alice for lockout damage, and then Diana for even more nuking, so double nuke. But in this comp here, we just have a Reviver. This is more of your traditional, you know, we're not going for that like instant knockout. We're actually, we have a little bit of Reviver to fall back on here if things kind of go south. So you've got Ancora for your speed aura, Deacon for your decreased defense and speed boost, and then we've got Loki for lockout and Alice for the big smack plus more lockout. So not only are they going to be getting block active skills on their entire team, but they're also going to be getting locked out. So I don't know if this is kind of redundant or what, but it just kind of ensures that, you know, even with the amount of accuracy that Alice has, which is pretty much 200, Loki's still going to be able to come in and do that lockout job even better for us. So yeah, let's just take her in, and here we go. Let's get a big smack in on these guys here. All right, so here we are. We've got the turn meter boost here with Deacon and the decreased defense, and hopefully it lands on everyone. It did. And they're very slow, so I'm going to just lock them out now, or try to lock them out. Lock active skills and placed on everybody, and yeah, we'll just go with the A1 here. And here comes Alice with the A2, attacks all enemies. The decreased defense on everyone. Let's see what she does. Okay, I mean, not bad. Not bad. She almost killed everybody. But the more important thing is she landed the cooldown on every single champion. So we can just auto this out. Actually, we'll test the other move as well. It's not like this team was ever particularly tanky or anything like that. But let's test this out on Syl, the most tanky champion on their team. Take a look at her A3, her Queen Slayer. Boom, 66k on him and then 60k on the other guy. You know, not too bad, not too bad. That's going to knock out just about anybody in Gold 1. So, not too bad at all there. Let's go ahead here and just bring her through the gauntlet. I mean, we really don't need lock. We don't really need low key, but it just gives us that extra kind of insurance just in case we don't take that turn. You know, let low key don't, just because Alice can sometimes get cut in on only being 188 speed. It's nice to have low key kind of come in there and just clear the path for her. But I guess we could go this route as well with the slower teams, the slower and more tanky builds, the slower, more tanky arena offenses. We could kind of just do this. Take the Reviver out, leave the low-key in, but bring Deacon in for the speed lead and speed boost, and bring in a second nuker. So, and then, yeah, they just stand no chance at this point, right? Unless they've got Stone Skin or something like that. Or Deacon doesn't land his decreased defenses either. And she just used her A2 for some reason. She didn't use her A3. So Alice has one knock against her already, is that her AI does not use her nuke ability for some reason. It opts to use her A3 instead of her A2. So why it would do that, I don't know. I have to go and set that to make her use the right move. So let's do that. And there we go. That should be all that's necessary there. And we can just, you know, just farm arena. Farm arena with this team. Loki also does place a nice little increased attack too. I forgot to mention that. Should just run the one nuker. And I don't usually run two nukers. As you can see there, she's increasing the cooldowns of everybody's skills as she does the nuke. It's absolutely fantastic. I kind of want to see what she goes ahead and does here. Hopefully she doesn't get a weak hit on this UDK. No decreased defense, but she does have increased attack. Please just kill him. Okay, not killed, but 28k is not bad for not having decreased attack or decreased defense on there. Alright, we've got that. Now let's do it again. Oh, look at that. She got her skill back immediately. Let's do it again. Boom. Dead. There we go. That's kind of neat. So when you pair her with a champion like Ancora, I'm not trying to do a White Queen Ancora showcase here, but even for the late game players, like she does pair very well with White Queen Ancora, being able to reset those cooldowns instantly and just, you know, win the battle instantly. Let's get into some more battles here and just keep farming. Okay, decreased defense. And we'll steal Rhonda's turn meter. Didn't work. Okay, whatever. Okay, we're going to, let's see here. Okay, so if we kill a target with this, then we'll get a second attack on someone else. So let's do the, let's do this guy here. Let's do this guy here with the A3. 65, 61, not bad, not bad, not bad. And now all you have to deal with is the Rhonda and the Wukong. So that's actually decent. And there we go. We just got ripped off there. Oh well. We'll just revive her, pop her back up, reset all of her cooldowns. And there we go. Boom, boom. Dead. Like, just like that, man. Just like that. Actually having her die there actually worked out better for us. So, you know, I'm very fortunate to have this Ancora at such an early stage of the game, but I guess this does help the late game players if you're watching and you do have Ancora and you're wondering if she's good to build out. Well, she is for this reason. Increase the cooldown, increase the cooldown. So Rhonda has no skills. This guy has no skills. And we've almost killed two of their guys. So, I mean, if that's not good enough, I don't know what is, man. For a free champion that does all this amazing attacking, and her A1's actually not that bad either. I really don't know what to tell you, man. Here we go. We'll kill this guy, get a free attack, boom, double kill. So it's actually a single target nuke that has bonus attack. I don't know how to classify that. It's a double attack, but your first attack has to kill someone. How can we shorten that up?
And you know you kill him in the club we go. You was born to be a pro, how you pose, taking photos. And I love you cause you're freaking with the dope clothes. Drop it to the flow, look the cold when you roll slow. It's
a single target nuke with potential for another hit on a second target. I don't know what to say right now, man, but I'm loving this champion. Not only does she look cool, like she doesn't look lame, you know what I mean? so many times you're like, even Deacon Armstrong, like, he looks lame, dude. He looks lame. Loki looks lame. These like weird ass champions, they're either like 500 years old or they're like just looking weird. No, she actually looks cool. Like, that's really important to me. When I'm playing the game, I want to be playing with cool champions, dude. I don't want to be playing with these lame ass like 800-year-old champions. I want to be playing with awesome champions. So this is awesome. Let's go ahead here and let's lock out Syl, spread those debuffs, and we will increase the turn meter, and we will boom, boom, boom. Not bad. Did over half the health on the Harima, so we actually almost killed the Harima with her A2, which, so we're ignoring a lot of defense, even with Harima's passive, which is decrease defense, ignore defense skills, work 50% less effective against Harima. Well, we actually just nearly killed Harima with that A2, that A3, so, and we got it back immediately, so let's use it again against this guy. Got a weak hit, sure, whatever. Could have lived without it, but it is what it is. She will get a weak hit on Force Affinity. That's probably her only knock, honestly, is that she's gonna get a weak hit on Force Affinity. So, you know, she's not going to be usable against champions like Pythion or people like that in Arena, but you know, she's hitting very hard. I commend this. Only 200 crit damage. Imagine her with 5,000 or 6,000 attack and, you know, 300 crit damage. Now, I'll tell you guys some other sets you can put her in as well. Some other good sets you can put her in is, I guess, if you wanted to put her in, if you alternative sets that you could put her in, that if you don't have Savage set, but you could put her in Perception. You could put her in crit damage set, critical rate set, crit damage set, which gives her 20% crit damage or 12% crit rate, accuracy set. Let's see, what else could you put her in? You could put her in Feral. You could get her in potentially... Yeah, you could potentially put her in some Feral gear for extra accuracy. You could put her in a 9-piece Slayer set if you really wanted to. That would be really good for her. Or obviously an Instinct set, so 12 speed and 20% enemy defense. You could put her in Divine Critical Rate. You could put her in Cruel. You could put her in 6-piece Cruel. She'd be really good in 4-piece Savage, 2-piece Cruel. And honestly, like I said, bro, like, she doesn't really need like 700 accuracy. She has enough damage that she can just kill off most things. She doesn't need 700 accuracy. Even if she just decreases the cooldowns of one of their champion skills or two of their champion skills, then that's sometimes all you really need, right? And decreasing the turn meter too. People forget that. She also has a chance of decreasing each target's turn meter as well. So not only is she, you know, making their skills go on cooldown, but she's also decreasing their turn meter. So perception sets, you know, that's going to be nice. Can add some extra speed, some extra accuracy onto her as well. Maybe a reflex set if you're running her in PvE might be nice. You know, just for that continual debuffing. You could actually be your, you know, continual debuffer champion. If you're using her in the Doom Tower or like places like, you know, Dragon's Den or something like that to clear the waves. Yeah, what else here? You could put her in a Provoke set if you're using her in Hydra. Although I wouldn't really use her in Hydra, honestly. She's not, in my opinion, she's an arena champion. So, you know, put her in a damaging build, put her in a retaliation build. Would be alright, I guess. Those are just some alternatives. But yeah, get her in that Savage gear. And you saw what she was doing in the arena. I mean, do I really need to explain it any further? She's a top tier champ. I don't care. You can argue with me all you want. But for a free-to-play champion, she is top tier. She's not Armand's. No, she's definitely not Armand's. But then again, nobody is Armand's. So...
Hello, boys and girls. Or whatever. My name is Captain Jack Sparrow. I take it some of you have heard of me.
You know, she's a very good champion. I would build her over and over again. I would definitely go back and do it all over again if I could. I'm not regretting building her one bit and spending all of my resources. Once I did, I just spent like 12 million or 15 million silver just to build all that gear out, you know, from scratch, level it all the way up to 16. So there you guys have it. That's my Alice build. Best for arena. Can we get her into a live arena build? Can we get her into a live arena? Let's see here. And we're going to be banning, let's see. Probably going to be banning the Mortu Macab here. Banning the Mortu Macab. He banned my Loki. That's totally okay. We'll go with the Ancora and the double nuke and the Deacon Armstrong. And I think we'll have enough speed just to get, you know, get the job done before he ever gets a chance to take a turn here. So increase the turn meter and decrease defense. And let's just chill. Let's just chill for a minute here. And we will, let's go in with the first nuke. Nuke number 1. And nuke number 2. Boom! Increased cooldowns. Cupidus has no skills. And Loki does have skills. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's got his A1. Counterattack there from Diana. Diana is a very good nuker. If you didn't see my video on Diana, I recommend that you go and watch it. Best epic nuker in the game besides Genbo. Miss little Diana. And yeah, there we go. We won our first live arena battle. And we got a bronze chest. And we got some primal quartz to go and... yeah, look at that. All this great stuff. Impulse boots. We'll sell that crap. Zeal. Sell that. And sell that. So yeah, let's see if we can jump into another game here. Oh, he's going red again. He's going all red on me, man. Well, I mean, if I ban this one... but honestly, like, I'll have to force Alice into this matchup where I normally wouldn't pick her. I normally wouldn't pick her if he's just going all force affinity here. I would pick the Magnar. Yeah, we definitely don't have the best damage with this champion. It's kind of unfortunate that she's not like your... you know, she could be a quick nuke champion if you had the right gear for her. But as you can see in the showcase, she doesn't need to be built with maximum damage in order to have a great impact. She just needs to, you know, be built mediocrely good. So let's go here with the Ancora again, and I'm probably going to pick Scylla of the Drakes again if my opponent picks a slowish looking team. It seems that we do better in the long run with double reviver in this situation. She's going double red again. This is really bad for our showcase, because honestly, bro, I would never pick these champions against all these red champions. But you know what? We're going to do it. You know, because it is what it is. We're going to do it. So here we go. Bring all your Force Affinity champions at me and see what happens. See what happens. He's got the Bad L as well. Okay. Well, that's kind of troublesome. He's got the Bad L, the He-Man. We might just go triple nuker here. Triple nuke. Triple nuke. And then ban out the Bad L. Yeah. Or do we just ban the He-Man? Ban the He-Man. Ban the He-Man, because he's a little tankier than Bad L. We have triple nuker here with Ancora. This is going to be fantastic. A bonito. This is going to be awesome. This guy is just going to take 3 nukes to the face. The only question is, are we faster than him? I'm going to say yes. No, we're not. Okay, that's cool. Can we lock them out at the very least? Nope, didn't lock them out. But they're left with no damage. So they have no damage. And we have a reviver. So yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. We can just auto this out, actually. Double kill, triple kill. There we go. Alice, 131k damage. First place of the 3 nukers in that matchup. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad at all. Really liking what I see from this Alice so far, man. I would give her a very high rating. I would give her probably a 8.5 out of 10. Go Alice. He'll probably pick Force Affinity champions again. Just like I said, the downside of Alice is that she's Magic Affinity. If they're picking Force Affinity champions, then it's going to be a bad day, right? Let's go with this, and we'll go with this. And we will probably go with Cryodan here, honestly. Cryodan, and I'll probably go with a tanky nuker. Now the question is, who do I ban? Who do I ban? Probably ban their He-Man. Probably ban their He-Man. It's probably their biggest damage dealer. They ban the Alice, whatever, so I'll probably just have to skip through this. But, I mean, if she's good enough to ban, so she's good enough to ban, right? So, there you go. She's actually getting banned in Arena. That's the sign you have a good champion there, so. He's probably just being a dick, but it is what it is. I don't really care. So, let's go in with the speed boost here. No, go in with the freeze. We'll freeze. Freeze everyone here. Boost turn meter. And we will stun them. And pound away. Pound away. Speed boost. Keep pounding away. Pounding away. And we have the freeze back already. Freeze ya. And I don't know what our opponent was thinking banning the Alice. That was the least of his troubles here. That was the least of his troubles. So there we go. Silly opponent. Banned the Alice and got absolutely punished for it. So, yeah. Ban the flames. Good night, sir. So let's see the battle log here. With Alice on the team, or Alice getting picked, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 battles today, and only lost 2 of them, and one of them she got banned. So, you know, that's not bad, man. I don't know what to tell you guys. Let's take her, because she's unbooked, right? But I am running her with Ancora, so she doesn't really need to be booked. We could take her into a place like Fire Knight's Castle. Probably, I would say stage 21. Because stage 20 is probably not going to be that good for her. Because of the Force Affinity, right? It's kind of a shitty thing, man, that she's Force Affinity. Or that she's Magic Affinity. I wish they would have made her Force Affinity or Spirit Affinity, but let's just run her in 19 and see if she can do something here for us. I'll just run her in place of Drexstar. So Drexstar is a 3-hitter on his A1, as does Alice. And then Alice can actually help you clear the waves quite quickly as well. So not a bad hit there on the wave. Did about a quarter of their damage. A quarter of their HP on the first hit. Not too bad, not too bad. And then we just got the Loki, the Ninja. Everybody knows what those champions do. And then the last champion that you don't know about, that is Morag Bronzelock. So she just has ally attack, and she can place Strengthens as well on her A2. So Strengthens on the whole team. She has ally attack, counter attack, and strengthen. So she's a really good Fire Knight champion. But just having this ability to lock your opponents out with a nuker is kind of crazy. But as you saw there, we were experiencing some problems landing those debuffs on some of the tankier champions with more resistance. So that is going to be an issue. I would say that's going to be a big time issue. Alright, now she'll do the 3-hitter on her A1 because the Fire Knight has one of his skills on cooldown. And we are in again there. And she actually does the decreased turn meter on her A1 as well, which is really nice. Really, really nice. And we'll just wait for Ninja to be able to pound away with those A3s. Or A2s, I should say. But yeah, she's putting in like 6-9 hits. If you know, between 6 to 9 hits on the Fire Knight just to get that shield open. And his turn meter is essentially empty right now. That's not too bad. Dealing 30-40k per hit, plus another 35k there. If we could kill the Fire Knight within 5 to 7 minutes, I would be very happy with having Alice on this Fire Knight 19 team. However, once you get to Fire Knight 20, I think that's kind of where you want to be. So the question then there lies, do we even need... Could she survive on a Fire Knight 20 team if you absolutely needed it? I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes.
A few moments later.
I have to interject here. This is what I would have her do. I would have her do the turn meter decrease here. Knock the turn meter down by 30%. Although we got a weak hit there, so that's... I wouldn't recommend her unless you have absolutely nobody else for Fire Knight 20. If I'm being perfectly honest. She'll be good for the Doom Tower. She can come in, she can do Doom, she could do work in Doom Tower as well. She's got very formidable damage. I can't lie to you guys. She's really good. There, she's just getting her nuke back almost instantly every time. Like, this is crazy, man. What can't this champion do? Like, is there anything this champion can't do? She's competing with Diana, which is my main... This is my main nuker. In my best nuking gear, so... That doesn't tell you something. I don't know what does, man. She's killing everybody, and just in case I didn't kill you, your skills are all on cooldown. It doesn't get any better than this, man. For a free champion, they did a perfect champion. I totally disagree with what Cryzen was saying about this champion. He's lost touch, man. He's lost touch with just the regular crowd in this game. If you don't love a champion like Alice, well, I'm sorry to tell you, man. I don't know what game you're playing, but it ain't Raid Shadow Legends. It's, something else. Could she be your campaign nuker? I guess that's my next question. Can she be the campaign nuker? Wow. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Look at this. 16 seconds, man. 16 seconds. That is good, dude. Damn, man. She is just coming in every single area, bro. This is actually good. Like, I don't even know how to explain this to you guys. We got a gem mine here, bro. In this champion. This is a damage dealing machine. Look at this champion, dude. Unbelievable. Unfrickin' believable, man. Absolutely shitting on these NPCs. This is exactly what I wanted to see. She gets the nuke, gets it back immediately, kills the second wave, and then just has to kill this guy here, gets it back again, and boom, dead. She ain't Bellower, but she's getting the job done. She's actually better than Kale for your campaign nuker. For your campaign farmer. This is great. Boom, boom. Dead. Queenslayer dead. Everybody's dying. This champion is just killing everything, man. This champion is killing everything. Holy man. Oh, oh boy. Wait till I tell the boys about this one. Oh my god. Faction wars. I can't even right now. There's no sacred order right now. But if there was, I tell you, man. I'm bringing her back into Arena. And we are going to continue our reign of terror. The only difference that I would make is instead of low-key, you could potentially run her with a champion like Syl of the Drakes. You know, you could run double nuker. Or you could go with a champion like Cryodan of the Blue, which gives a turn meter boost and freeze AoE. And increase speed AoE, which is, you know, a really good utility to have. Very nice. Very nice on a revived Wukong as well, to just be able to just smack him down and then hit another enemy as well, which is really nice. So that's going to be it for our video today, guys. Alice the Wanderer, very cool champion. 10 out of 10 on the design, 10 out of 10 on the skill set. She just does it all, you know? What more could you ask for out of a free-to-play champion? She's going to be good for you in Arena, good for you in the Doom Tower, Centranos, in the dungeons, and could be your campaign farmer as well. For a damage dealer, there's not a whole lot more you can ask. So, with that, I'm getting out of here for today. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. And with that, I'm getting out of here for today. Peace out.